So I've actually been up since 4 o'clock with anxiety, and I figured, why not take a moment to try to put something out there positive? If I can't sleep from this, like when I get anxiety, it's like this, my chest gets really tight, and like you can't sleep it off. You have to either medicate, which I've done, or ride it out, which I'm also doing. There's been a few times in my life where, and this video is going to be very frank, where my life has been touched by people making that final decision after long battles with their own demons, depression, things like that. I've actually talked at length on this channel about my own problems because, well, I don't like people that talk about stuff and use it as excuses, and so I try to be a positive influence about anxiety and depression, and to show people that it doesn't have to ruin your life, and that yeah, you have good days and bad days, but ultimately if you keep fighting, every day is a little bit good. I've been very open about the medication I have to take to stay on the level, and open with people in my messages and all sorts of things like that, DMs, emails. I've spoken to a lot of Magic players about mental health issues. I wouldn't make that kind of thing public. I just don't. As somebody who has actually had to call the suicide hotline several times in my life for friends, people around me, all of them Magic players, actually, it's important to remember that people around you, they carry this. A lot of times they suffer in silence. Depression can be like literal dead weight. That's why I named this video that. It's always with you. It's always annoying. It's always making everything more difficult. When things go downhill, that weight works against you and pulls you down faster. I want people to know that, my DMs are open for a reason. My Facebook is open for a reason. Jeremy at mtgheadquarters.com and Watsy asked for this at gmail.com. These are open because I want to make myself available to everybody. I try to answer everybody's emails. If you've ever, Facebook's hard because I forget about it, but I'm usually pretty good about emails. I'm not the best person to reach out to, but I am somebody who has his own problems, who has been in treatment for many years, and who's been there. We have a common ground in Magic the Gathering, or gaming in general, and I'm happy to take time to talk to anybody if they need somebody to talk to. I think the best solution is to there's no shame in getting treatment. I've been in therapy for, almost 10 years when I started having these problems back. I didn't have any problems when I was young. They didn't start for me until I was like 21, 22. And it wasn't anything in my life that was crazy. It just started happening. It's crazy how that worked. And I remember when I first talked to other people who had like panic attacks, it was nice to talk to them because it's hard to understand. You know, the most frustrating thing is the people around you who don't have them will just say like, dude, just calm down. Just calm down. You know, take a breath. Calm down. It doesn't work like that for everybody. There's breathing exercises you can do and stuff like that. But for me, when panic attacks, like full-blown ones happen, they just happen. I'm along for the ride. And that can be really demoralizing. But we all know that the Magic community seems to be particularly sensitive, vulnerable to this sort of thing. It's just who we are. If you look at all the major content creators, Brian, Wedge, myself, we've all been public about our problems. And that's not a coincidence. Lots of Magic players have some sort of demons they're dealing with. Maybe their home life isn't great. We have to be there for each other. And while my passion can get the best of me at times, I've always felt like my door is open to any one of you, anybody. And there's help out there. You can own it. You can own your whatever it is that you're dealing with, and you can do great things. Every day's not great for me, but I power through it. You know, I get a panic attack. You have, one step forward, two steps back at times. I start feeling depressed. You're going to have your ups and downs, but overall, you can take control. It just takes time. You got to figure out what works for you. And I'm happy to talk to anybody about this sort of thing. And I think what all I can do at this point is to dedicate Unsleeved Media to being try to be really positive on this channel going forward. I'm just going to pump out an annoying amount of good-spirited, positive content so people can have a refuge a little bit. You know, if something comes up, well, I'll have to make that decision how I want it to be covered. But I think I'm just going to OD everybody on just happy Papa J for a little while and try to just chill on everything else. The community is unique in that we're all so tight-knit, and that the game itself is so diverse, and that we can all relate on a lot of levels. But if you're out there and you're feeling alone, there's a lot of people in this community. The Magic the Gathering community is the nicest community in the world. I can say that with 100% confidence. And I play a lot of other games, but there's really nothing quite like Magic players. And while we can all have our differences at times, it's always well beyond positive. So if you're out there, I'm here to talk, happy to talk. Again, my email addresses are WotsyAskForThis@gmail.com, Jeremy@mtgheadquarters.com. There's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. Mental health is a real problem in the Magic community. And I think more needs to be done to address it. And, instead of worrying about, it'd be nice to see, Wizards likes the virtue signal so much. It'd be nice to see some cards worked into the game, some plot lines built around that to raise awareness. Rather than worrying about people's sexual preferences, maybe we talk about mental health, how to handle it, how to cope and thrive under it. But I'm gonna do, I think, my part to just be positive here for a while, and make this channel a refuge for people to come hang out if things aren't going that great. I think I prided myself on that a while ago, and I think I lost sight of that a little bit. And so, like, I don't know. I just wanted to come down here and put it out there that I'm here if you want to talk. From my best friend to my worst enemy, I will always put things aside to talk about things, and help where I can, because that's just so much bigger than whatever stupid internet drama there is. I hope you guys have a great day. We're going to have some good upbeat stuff coming out, but I just couldn't get over the stuff that went on this weekend. You're not alone. Let me just put it that way. Reach out, tell somebody, tell your teacher, tell me, tell your parents, talk to somebody, and you'll get through it. I promise you'll get through it.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to be notified the next time I upload a video, make sure you subscribe and click that damn bell so you actually get notified. If you want to support the cause of this channel, it survives based on the amazingly gracious support of my patrons. Link is in the description if you'd like to help out.